Here's going to be a quick video of one of my latest purchases for dirt cheap. 81 Ford Bronco, 300 inline 6. Let's see here. Still got oil in it. Got coolant in it. Hasn't ran in like 15 years. So I bought a carburetor. Yeah, picked up some oil for it, dropped that off, and it smells like mice had a lot of sex in here. So yay for my sex. 4-wheel drive, 4-speed manual. I was told the back window worked when parked. But the floors are solid-ish. There we go. Really gotta slam it. What? We got a steely there, aluminum there, aluminum and a steely. So looks like 3 of the tires match. But yeah, she shall be interesting. Got the Bronco home. First things first though is we're gonna do some cleaning. They cleaned it out a lot, but got the large stuff out. I'm gonna start vacuuming here, get her a little cleaned up. Oh yeah, you know she's quality. Woo! Got the 81 Bronco here. We're gonna give her her first oil change since 2003, at least. 2003 is the last time this vehicle's been on the road. The sticker on the plate says 04. So maybe 04. People I got it from were guessing about 03. So time for an oil change. Well, we're going to take a look. I kind of already did a little bit, but looks like the seal in the front differential is bad. She leaks. I believe these are the T18s, but I'm not sure what transmission that is. 4-wheel drive linkage is not connected, and it is currently in 4-wheel drive. I got the front hubs do unlock. It's a 208 transfer case, and it's got the Ford 9-inch. Floors, frame-wise, the frame actually looks pretty good all the way through. I don't see any cracks or rust holes, which is nice. Still has a muffler. Surprised there's not a mouse nest or something in there. Floor pans, though, are worse than I thought. Well, that one looks like a heat shield. That's not the actual floor. That's some kind of shielding. Passenger floor actually doesn't look bad at all. All the cab mounts are good. That one's pretty solid. The only spot that's pretty sketchy in Sketchville is that driver's side floor pan. You can see she's rotted right there. But even the structure for the cab mount is all there yet. So actually, that actually doesn't look bad at all. So she's actually in pretty decent shape. Still solid back by the rear shackles. Got a little mud on her. Looks like she's been off-roading a little bit. So now Time to change the Earl. Guys ready for some 20-year-old oil? Oh, come on, I just had it loose. Guys ready for some 20-year-old oil? Wow. Better than what I was anticipating. Still smells like oil. Old oil, but, I mean, used oil, but, because it is. Well, I gotta say, I'm surprised that wasn't chunky or nothing. The dipstick made it look a lot worse. I don't know if it was maybe just moisture built up on the dipstick to form some rust when I first checked the oil. But this oil came out pretty clean. I mean, clean as in not all chunky and crap. So, that's a good sign. Next we'll change the filter. And then I'm going to pull the plugs. The auto parts store only had 4 of the 6 plugs I needed. So we're only going to change the 4 of the worst of the 4. Or worst of the 6. And I got a different distributor and carburetor to throw on here. And I think she should be running. Be a slick rig. Dealt with some stubborn oil filters in the past, but this is definitely one of the more harder ones. That sucker did not want to come off. Assuming by the looks of it, probably a Motorcraft. My assumption. So, which is a good sign. It means they went with some, I mean, Motorcraft's a Ford thing, so that's always a good sign. Me, on the other hand, I'm going cheap. So, put the new filter on. Then I'll pull the plugs and wires. I'll write down the firing order. It's on the intake, but it's hard to make out. Write down the firing order, pull all the wires off, remove the plugs, even put a little oil down each cylinder as a precaution. Then with the plugs out, I'm going to turn the motor over by hand with oil in the cylinders. So she's got that nice upper top end lubrication. Well, with that, I dumped a little bit of motor oil in the top of each, in the spark plug hole of each piston. This is cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They all look pretty decent. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Let's hope that, oopsies. Let's hope things aren't as bad as I'm thinking it is. Now, we are going to try hitting the starter. See here, keys in it. Perfect. Put the camera underneath the hood and make sure it's actually spinning the motor. As you see, there's plenty of spark arcing off that coil, but these trucks are prone for that box failing. So to eliminate all of that, I'm going to an HEI style distributor, because that'll get rid of all that. All we need is a power wire to here from a keyed source, and pretty easy to hook up a tack. So should say right on the top, yep, power source and your tack. Pretty simple. Vacuum advance. I say let's get to her. Got the old distributor out. Kind of a pain. Here's the old drive shaft. Looks like she's got a little bit of wear on her. Nothing super crazy. Not yet. Put this back in here. Install the HEI. Alright, got the new distributor in, new plugs. Got the carburetor off. Here's the replacement one. A couple little differences I noticed. I think this one got a vacuum port down below the bowl here. This one does not. I don't know what that is for, but I'm pretty sure all that's optional. We're not going to worry about that. And holy crap, look at this throttle screw. She would not have wanted to run very well. There'd have been no idle. Look at that. There we go. Now she'll run. And then on this one, there's this circuit here. This one doesn't have it. That one's got the heat that takes heat from the manifold, kind of heats up that spring. This one doesn't have that. This one's got something going on there, which this one has. But yeah, I think a lot of it's for, there ain't really much for emissions, except, well, there's the EGR on there. A lot of it goes to this giant hunk right here. So she'll run. We're sending it. All right, got the carburetor bolted on. Got a new fuel line from the metal rail to the top with a new filter. Hooked up the distributor to the power. And I think it is time to pop this bad girl off. If she'll run on the stale gas in the tank, I don't know. I should probably put some fresh stuff in it, but I don't know how much is actually in it. Hopefully not a lot. Be nice. Let's see here. Get in here. According to the tank, she's pretty empty. Or it doesn't work. See if see what we got going on here. See if she's actually sucking up fuel or not. No, she's empty. Okay, I'll put some gas in the tank and let's see what happens. All right, what I got going on now, I'm gonna check if the pump's any good. Got it running down to a fuel tank. Get down there, see if it's actually pulling up fuel. So, yeah, let's go over here. Let's try this again. Doesn't seem very promising. answer is no, the fuel pump's bad. All right, well, solves that. All right, here we go. So, well, I see that's running. I've been turning it over for a little while, and it only runs when I dump gas down the carb. My new fuel pump isn't picking up fuel. Picking up fuel yet? It is a negative. So I don't know why I can't get fuel through the pump. Other than that, she runs. So if push comes to shove, we might have to go with plan B for a fuel pump. A little clacky pump here. Really wouldn't want to. I'm gonna try to avoid that. But she runs, which is a good thing. Probably could use a little bit more timing adjustment, but I got to get it running a little better before I can put a light on it. So, hell yeah. All right, I primed the hose, thinking it might be a priming issue here. I so I dumped gas down the hose and mounted the tank a little higher up. Got some bungee straps so she doesn't fall into the truck and light my house on fire. That would not be a fun. Oh, that make for a rough day. So, we'll see if that'll help that pump prime. Of course, I can't see the pump from up here. Ooh. Get my battery going dead here. But let's see if that priming actually helped that pump. Oh, wow. It did something all right. We got gas freaking everywhere. All right. What is going on here? See, these fittings, these hoses are tight. All right, we got issues. Well, she's running. I'm gonna play with the timing a little bit, but I say this is a great success. Had to drag it out of my garage though. Over the night, the original fuel line started siphoning the old stale gas out of the tank. Probably a couple gallons of stale gas all over the floor of my garage. She reeks pretty bad. But sounds like she's missing though. But hey, we're getting there. She's running. That's a huge plus. I probably should change those last two plugs. That probably will be the next thing. So the two plugs I didn't change, I'll get those changed, and I say she's a runner. Been sitting since 03. I believe the sticker says 04 on it, but they said they parked it in 03. Kind of hard to make out. I think it's yeah, 04. So that would make sense. You'd renew the plate earlier, so 03, 04. So she's been sitting for a long time. Glad to get her going though. Hell yeah. But she's a runner. she's even idling. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I say great success. Did get a bunch of it vacuumed out even. Can't get the back window open, but yeah, hell yeah. Got her to drive just a little bit. Brakes are absolute garbage. Front reservoir is empty. Back one's kind of low. I don't remember which is which. Off the top of my head. There's no power steering fluid in it, or very low, so she squeals. Other than that, she moves under her own power. So we got a winner chicken dinner.